Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
1, 2, 3. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Oh boy. 1 second. There we go. We'll change hats. We'll change hats later. There we go. All right. Busy day. A lot of stress. A lot of stress today. Trying to go 3 for 3. And obviously want to start things off today with a Philadelphia Phillies W. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. Andrew Painter is going to be on the bump today. In his last 3 starts, he has an 0-2 record and a 5.52 ERA. I really want to see him get back on track today. You got JT Realmuto back, which is obviously a really nice thing. The Phillies also made a couple of changes. Justin Crawford was a late scratch today. So after JT was reinstated from the IL, they sent down Dylan Moore. They DFA'd him. And what ended up happening was that Justin Crawford was a late scratch because he had a migraine. So what they did was they're putting Garrett Stubbs out in left field today. They're putting Adolis Garcia in center and Felix Reyes in right. It should be a very interesting outfield, to say the least. I am curious to see how this goes, but you know what? I guess that's the type of day that we're having. So I want to hear what your final score predictions are down below. Gonna be a tough task for that. And basically, Andrew Painter is going to have to really try to strike out a lot of batters or get a lot of guys to ground out because this outfield is totally out of sorts. This is just something that's like randomly generated, really. That's the way that I look at it. It's like if you put in like, what outfield should I go with today on ChatGPT, that's pretty much like what the outfield is. So it's just a randomly generated outfield, but I'm curious to see how they do. But in regards to the Philadelphia Phillies, look, they lost they won last night, and they were able to get the win. They held the Miami Marlins at the very end. It got a little bit dicey. The bullpen did not look good, but they held on and they got the W, and they won 6-5. I want to hear what your final score predictions are down below. Please tell me what your final score predictions are and who are your MVPs for this game. Chat, we are still doing our Familial Dysautonomia Foundation fundraiser in honor of Mitchell. We are almost at $4,000. Almost at $4,000, which means that we are just a little bit over $1,000 away from doing SpongeBob Voices. So if we get to $5,000, we do SpongeBob Voices in honor of Mitchell because Mitchell really loves SpongeBob. So this is going to go until the end of tomorrow night. I want to make sure that I continue to state that no ads for any of you guys. I was not doing any ads this week. Once we started our 48-hour fundraising stream, I'm not taking any ad money. I'm not doing any of that. This is all going to FD, and I want us all to have a good time. That's the way that I look at things. So it doesn't necessarily matter to me we're doing something that's for a really, really good cause, for sure. Gina, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate it. Please make sure that you also hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button as well. We are 135 subscribers away from getting to a total of 10,000 subscribers. All right, the Philadelphia Phillies lineup, we'll talk about that. It'll be Trey Turner batting leadoff. Batting second is going to be Kyle Schwarber. Bryce Harper is batting third. Then you got Adolis Garcia batting fourth. Bryson Stott batting fifth. Alec Bohm sixth. JT Realmuto seventh. Garrett Stubbs eighth. And Felix Reyes is batting in the 9th spot. We got 94 people tuning on in. Please continue to spread the word as well as we continue to keep Mitchell in the back of our minds as these next two games go. Max Meyer is going to go out there to pitch. 6 starts for him this year, a 1-0 record, 30 innings of work, a 3.3 ERA, 12 walks, and 33 strikeouts as well for the right-handed pitcher. As far as the defense goes for the Marlins, at first base it's Connor Norby. At second base it's Otto Lopez, or it's Xavier Edwards. Graham Pauley's over at third, and at shortstop it is Otto Lopez. And in left field it'll be Astory Ruiz. In center field you got Jacob Marcy, and out in right field it'll be Kyle Stowers. The catcher is Liam Hicks, and on the bump it's Max Meyer. Trey Turner's going to step on into the batter's box right now. Let's get the 3D up and running. Good. So Turner is in the box, and the first pitch will be in there for a called strike. Trey's average is at 252. He did not play in yesterday's game. Okay, 12-4. I see a 12-4 final score prediction. Let's go. 0-1 pitch. This is grounded over to third. Paulie plays it on a hop, throws it over to first, and Turner is retired. So 1 gone. Good. Stubby out in left field is something I never thought that I would see. Isn't it interesting that 2 catchers are in a lineup and one of them is playing in the outfield and not DHing? Yeah, that's funny. Crazy. 8-6. Phillies Painter is the MVP. Ooh, I like the sound of that. The pitch is in there for a strike. He has 6 appearances. Why is his record 1-0? Because he doesn't get a lot of run support. And a lot of the times when teams tie up the game and the pitcher is pitching, there's a no decision. So he probably has a lot of no decisions, which does happen. Two balls, 1 strike. And this is Kyle Schwarber, who is up to bat for the Philadelphia Phillies. Need some water. Five seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-1 delivery is a sweeper that is in the zone for strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. Trey Turner grounded out over to third. And Meyer kicks and deals, swing and a miss. And there is out number 2. And Kyle has now struck out 6 times in a row. Unbelievable. He struck out 5 times yesterday. Meyer has a slider, a sweeper, a 4-seamer, a sinker, and a changeup that he throws. Batters are hitting 115 against the slider, 286 against the 4-seamer as well. The pitch, and that's down for a ball to Bryce Harper in 32 games. Harper does have 6 long balls and 19 runs batted on in as well. And a 263 batting average. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. And the 1-0 to Harper, foul ball. Back on over to the screen. You ever, like, have those feelings where you feel like a sneeze is coming and then it just doesn't come? That's happened to me like 3 times today. Usually it doesn't happen to me like that. The 1-1 pitch. That's down for ball 2. So that makes it now a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons, folks. 2-1 pitch to Harper. Foul ball. We got 94 people tuning on in. We've raised almost $4,000 for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. We've raised $2,400 on YouTube. That's insane. The 2-2 pitch, and that is inside for ball 3. We've actually gotten almost 2,500. We've raised a total on YouTube of $2,487. That's awesome. Three-two pitch to Harper, and he goes down looking at a called strike 3, and the inning is over. Sorry that the 3D graphic froze. But all right, we are going to go to the bottom of the first. It'll be Marcy, Stowers, and Lopez that are due on up. Let's go. Is Mother's Day tomorrow? Mother's Day is next week. That scared me for a second. I don't know why. Okay, I will be right back in just a few seconds. Don't go anywhere. I will see you very, very soon. I knew it was coming. Excuse me. Here we go. All right, Andrew Painter on the bump. And on the very first pitch, there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. Stubbs goes back towards the track, and he will make the catch. And there is out number 1 in the bottom of the first inning. So Stubbs out in left field. Garcia in center. Reyes is in right. Remember, Brandon Marsh got hurt on the elbow yesterday. He got hit by a pitch. And Justin Crawford was a late scratch because he had a migraine. JT was reinstated from the IL. This is Garrett Stubbs' 15th career appearance out in left field, his first career start. This is Kyle Stowers who's up at the plate. So Jacob Marcy flied out over to left. 0-1 pitch. And that is a foul ball. And that will go on out of play. We got 146 people tuning on in. Once again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We did a 48-hour fundraising stream. It started on Wednesday morning, and it ended yesterday morning. We were on for 48 straight hours as the O2 is down and in for a ball. We have raised about $4,000, just a little bit under $4,000. I can't speak today. For the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. We're doing it in honor of my brother, and that is going to continue throughout the rest of the weekend. No ads. You guys should not get any ads during the middle of these streams. I just want to make sure that I continue to mention that. If you do want to donate, feel free to do so. Please also spread the word as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the 2-2 pitch. Here it comes, swing and a miss, and there is out number 2. Andrew Painter gets his first strikeout of the day. I knew that sneeze was coming. I just knew it. Lou says, I hate that. I hate when that happens. I hear you. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Otto Lopez in the box. And the pitch. And that is taken outside for a ball. So it's 1 ball and no strikes. On YouTube itself, we've raised $2,487. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. And that's a little bit outside for ball 2 to Otto Lopez. Otto's average is tied for second in the National League. He has a .333 batting average. Next pitch is down for ball 3 from Andrew Painter. So it's Marcy, Stowers, Lopez, Edwards, Hicks, Ramirez, Norby, Pauly, and Ruiz. The 3-0 delivery. And there's a fastball that's at the knees for strike 1. And the count is 3-1. Trey Turner grounded out over to third. Schwarber struck out. And so did Bryce Harper. And that's what happened in the top of the first. 3-1 pitch. Foul ball. And how to play it goes. Three balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch, and a bouncer that is chopped foul over towards the third base side. Do you guys think that all 3 Philly teams will win today? If not, who do you think is going to lose? 3-2 pitch, and this is a fly ball hit out over towards shallow right field. And Reyes is there, and he'll make the grab. And we're going to go to the second inning. Okay, so top of the second coming on up. No score between the Phillies and the Fish. Time is at 4:23 p.m. Eastern Time. We got 149 of you here in the chat. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate it. I sneezed. Tyler, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube, my friend. I really appreciate it. That's funny. You got a tough Hurricanes team tonight, so I say the Flyers are going to lose. Okay. I hope they all win, but I think the Flyers have the least chance. The Hurricanes are a machine of a hockey team. But also, like, you have to remember, too, that it's game 1. So, you know, like, the Flyers have been coming in hot. I'm not saying that the Hurricanes haven't, because they have too. But I feel like that they can still... I'm not telling you that they're definitively going to win game one, but would it shock you if they won game one? I guess that's the better question that I have. Would it shock you if they won game one? I don't know. I feel like Anderson is probably going to let up. It wouldn't shock me if like Sealer or something got a goal off of Anderson, or if there was a little mistake that was made and it came down to something like that. Adolis Garcia comes on up to the plate, and Garcia is going to foul the first pitch off. They could steal one, says Morty. Eagle says no way. No way? No way, no how, just like Rob Parker would say. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. For those of you who don't know who Rob Parker is a Fox Sports analyst. He was on ESPN for a while. He was a writer, a journalist for Detroit. And he covered the Tigers, but he has a show, a Fox Sports radio show, and he always says, no way, no how. 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And guess what? Another strikeout for Max Meyer, and that's now 3 strikeouts in a row. Anonymous with a $50 donation. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Thank you so much. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes. Here comes Stott to the plate. And Stott takes the first pitch for a called strike. The ball is 1 strike, and here's the 0-1, and that's outside for a ball. Also, just the fact that, we just beat the Penguins and Jordan Staal is playing in this series. It would feel so nice to just, take another Penguin out. Former Penguin. 1-1 pitch, and that ball is chopped foul. B-Blazin', thank you so much for the 50. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 50. Oh, that's so nice. Let's go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Meyer kicks, fires, and Stott's going to chop this one over towards the second base side. The throw on over to first is in time, and Xavier Edwards backhanded it on the hop, and there's out number 2. 5 up, 5 down. That is awesome. We've raised over $2,500 over on YouTube. That's incredible. Wow. That's awesome. We are less than $1,000 away from SpongeBob. From doing SpongeBob Voices. 0-1 pitch, and this is grounded over to short. And here's the throw over to first that's in time, and there's out number 3 as we go to the bottom of the second. So the Phillies are going to have to go back out there on defense, and Andrew Painter's going to go out there for a second frame of work. Adolis Garcia is starting in center field for the first time since 2023. We got 172 people watching. All right, it's time to do some shout-outs. Let me know where you guys are tuning on in from down below. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. It's time to give people some shout-outs. Let's go, baby. Where are we tapping on in from at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on this lovely, lovely day? Where are we tapping on in from? Woof. Be blazing once again. MVP! San Diego's in the house. Severed one. What's up, Severed? Wayne, what's up from Fort Stockton, Texas? How you doing? Let's go. Sammy from Collingswood. Let's go. Carrie from Chattanooga. Hi, Carrie. What's going on? We got Shane from Ohio. My guy Shane, fist bump to you. Let's go. We got Snailville, Pennsylvania. That is Philly Highlight Central. Thank you so much. Shout out to my guy. Tucson, Arizona. 1 and T to retire. We got Florida in the house. Larry's here. Nice. We got Tim McDonald from Jersey. What's up, Tim? How you doing? Joseph from South Carolina. Haley tuning in from the kitchen. Nice. We got Nevada. Brian's here. Where else? We got Kings Mountain, North Carolina. John is here with me. Hello, John. How you doing? All right, here we go. First pitch popped up, out over towards the shortstop Turner. He gets under it. He'll make the catch. And Xavier Edwards pops out over to short, and there's one away. We got Colton from Denton, Maryland. Let's go. Bert from Sesame Street. Hey, Bert. Oh, wait, I couldn't. Sorry. Hey, Bert. There we go. That's better. That where I grew up in Carney's Point. That's right, B Blazin', my guy. Shout out to B Blazin'. Stumio, Pennsylvania, in the chat, PJ. 1 out, bottom of the second. And up to bat now at the plate is Liam Hicks, who has 29 RBI. That leads all of baseball. The ball is 1 strike to Liam Hicks, who's also batting .309 on the season. And here's the 0-1 to Hicks. And there's a fly ball that's hit out over towards shallow right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Garcia, Reyes, and Stott could not get to it. It was hit into no man's land. And so there's a bloop single, and that is the first hit of the ball game. And Liam Hicks gets on. My girlfriend Liz asked a shout out from Maple Shade. Liz, hold up, let me go to my monologue screen. Liz, what's going on, Liz? How you doing? Fist pump to you. Let's go. Good to see you on here. 1 out, bottom of the second. And the pitch. And that is inside for ball 1. Agustin Ramirez, batting .234 on the season. 1 ball, no strikes. Painter kicks, fires, foul ball. Joe. What's up, Joe? Hi, JJ. My faith and rock in these very hard situations. I love you so much, brother. Just got out of a 2.5-hour surgery for an umbilical hernia. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. 1-1 pitch. This is grounded over towards the right side, and that's going to go out over to right center for a base hit. And so back-to-back singles allowed by Andrew Painter. Stopping at second base is Hicks. Ramirez is over at first, and Norby's going to come on up. 2.5-hour surgery for an umbilical hernia. So much pain, itchiness, and can't cool off for the life of me. So much love for you. I'm sending all the love, man. Everybody drop a heart in the chat for Joe. Please. Connor Norby comes on up to the plate, and the pitch is outside for a ball. I'm sending you a big hug, man. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's to Connor Norby. And the next pitch is outside for ball 2. I'm really hoping that the recovery process is going to be okay. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch is up high for ball 3. Look at all these hearts. I love this community. I love this community so much. 3 balls, no strikes. And here's the 3-0, and that's a foul ball. Joe, we got to get a Sixers win tonight for you. It'd be really nice to get a Flyers win tonight. And a Phillies win. 3-1 pitch. Line drive. Hit out over to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Stubbs is going to throw it over towards the shortstop. Runners are going to go from station to station. And the bases are now loaded in the bottom of the second. So after a bloop single was allowed by Painter, he's had a hard time delivering from the stretch. Crazy. Graham Pauley is now up to bat. Lefty versus lefty, and the pitch to Pauley. There's a line drive, foul ball. Down the right field line. So the count is 0-1. He just barely got out in front of that. That was pretty close. Ay, ay. The ball's 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. And this is popped up over towards the left side of the third base foul territory. And the catch is made. And there's out number 2. So a foul out by Pauley. And there's 2 gone. All 3 wins could be the greatest day in Philly sports. You could say that again. The pitch, and that is outside for a ball. Painter gets set at the Phillies letters. And here's the 1-0 on the way. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. If you did just subscribe to my channel, please let me know who you are down below. We got 213 people watching. As the 1-1 on the way is swung on and missed. And it's now a 1-2 count. There's that pressure on the pitcher, yeah. Let's see how he thrives here. Couple of fastballs in a row. Those were good pitches. What's he going to throw here? 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. He went to the slider, swing and a miss. Excellent pitch thrown by Andrew Painter. That thing went down and away. And JT got it right where he wanted it to be. And there is out number 3. There we go. It's so good to have JT back. Great call, great pitch, great stuff from Andrew Painter. It all worked out very, very well there. All right, chat, I want to make sure that I continue to mention this. So, if you did donate, okay, if you donated on YouTube, we got a couple of emails yesterday, which is awesome. Please email me. Please make sure that you email me because I really would like to personally write a thank you note and actually, email out thank you letters to you guys. So if you did donate, okay, make sure that you email me. What is my email? I'm going to post it right now so that way you guys have it. Let me turn on my keyboard. Good. Where is it? You can email jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. And also the Gmail is going to be posted right now. So if you did donate, even if it was, I don't care what the donation was, I want to make sure that I try to reach out to you guys, because you guys really have done something that is beyond special for me, and I could never, thank you guys enough for doing that. So I want to make sure that, that you guys reach out. And I will continue to say that even tomorrow. Remember that the fundraiser ends tomorrow night after our final game that we do. So if you guys still want to donate, or if you still haven't told other people and you want to, you can still do that. You can absolutely do that. So just want to make sure that I continue to mention that. JT Realmuto is going to come on up to the plate. Dylan Moore got designated for assignment, and so JT was called back up. Garrett Stubbs is out in left field. And in center field, it's Adolis Garcia. And then right, it is Felix Reyes. Here is JT up to bat. And the pitch is taken outside and low for ball one. Keep hitting that thumbs up button as well. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And that is taken outside and low for ball two. No scores so far. Max Meyer, who's pitching for the Marlins, has retired all 6 batters. 2-0 pitch, grounded over towards third base. And Paulie spins, turns, fires it over to first. And that is in time for the first out. So Paulie got Turner the ground out to third. Kyle Schwarber to strike out swinging. Bryce Harper to strike out looking. Adolis Garcia to strike out swinging. Bryson Stott to ground out to second. Alec Bohm the ground out to short. And JT the ground out over to third. And the pitch, this is to Garrett Stubbs, and that's taken for a called strike. The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1, that's going to be smacked out to right field for a base hit, and Garrett Stubbs breaks the ice for Philadelphia. Let's go. Charge! Our cutoff time for this Phillies game is 7:20. I said 7:15 before. I will say 7:20. The pitch. That's going to be taken inside for ball one. 7:20 is our cutoff time because the Sixers are on at 7:30. 1 ball, no strikes to Reyes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This is chopped over towards the mound. The throw to second, there's 1. The throw to first, there's 2, and that's a double play. So 1, 4, 3 on the double play, and we're going to go to the bottom of the third. I'm going to take one more very, very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, chat. All right, we are now 31. We're 131 subscribers away from getting to 10,000 subscribers. That's insane. Unbelievable. Oh, so you're not stopping if it is tied in the ninth or extras. Oh, no, we're stopping. Once it hits 720, we have a redirect. We're going over to the next stream. You don't even have to move. The pitch to Marcy, and that's taken outside for a ball. When you get redirected, basically, that means once the stream officially ends, it should say in your next video, if you have your autoplay on for your next video, you'll be able to just stay on, and then it'll take you right over to the next stream. The pitch. This is going to be popped up over towards Bryson Stott's way, and the catch is made, and there's out number one in the bottom of the third. Jacob Marcy just popped out over to second. What's up, Bill? Bill, how you doing, my friend? Yankees won, right? The pitch. And that's inside for a ball. No score between the Phillies and the Marlins. If nobody could lose, nobody could win. What's that from? 1-0 pitch. That's outside for ball two. Next pitch, here it comes, and that is way inside for ball three. The count is now 3-0. Three-0 pitch. Ground ball, base hit out to right field. And so, a one-out single in the bottom of the third. And that is from Kyle Stowers. We got 209 people rocking with us. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. If nobody could lose, nobody could win. What's that from? It says mind blown. The pitch. That'll be in there for a called strike. And that's to Otto Lopez. Once again, Tyler, thank you so much for the sub. If you did subscribe to the channel, I'm not ignoring you. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't tell me who does subscribe to the channel. So make sure that you comment down below if you did subscribe. 0-1 pitch, another line drive, base hit out to left field. Stubbs actually played it on a hop there. It got a little bit dicey with Stubbs out there making that play on the hop, but he did. And the runners are going to be over at first and second base. This pitch that Painter threw was over on the outside corner, right at the knees. I think it was supposed to go down. Xavier Edwards comes on up, and he takes a slider right down the pike for strike one. The Phillies aren't the only game on this afternoon. You got the Red Sox playing against the Astros. A lot of 4 o'clock start time games underway. 0-1 pitch from Painter. Swing and a miss. Got a splitter there. Brewers also have a 3-0 lead against the Washington Nationals. That game is currently in the bottom of the third. Astros just took a 1-0 lead. The Blue Jays just beat the Twins 11-4. The A's, they have a 2-1 lead against the Guardians. And the Pirates are up 5-3 against the Reds in the bottom of the second. 0-2 pitch, line drive, base hit out over to center field. And that's going to put runners at each base. And once again, for the second inning in a row, there's bases loaded for the Marlins. don't know what it is. Edwards is a really good hitter. But I think JT wanted it a little bit more towards the outside corner, and the fact that that pitch just hit the top of the zone, Edwards was just able to line it out over to center and smack it for a base hit. And here comes Liam Hicks. And that is a foul ball. 0-1 to Liam Hicks. Hicks has 29 RBI. And I forgot to mention that he was tied with Sal Stewart and Matt Olson for most RBI. So it's a three-way tie for first. 0-1 pitch, foul ball. 6 hits allowed by Andrew Painter. And his pitch count right now is at 43 pitches. A double play here would be awesome. He had Edwards on an 0-2 count. Can he put Hicks away? Edwards is over at first. And at second base, you got Lopez. And at third, you got Stowers. The 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Drop a chair in the chat for Andrew Painter. Big strikeout there. Went to the splitter. And it just absolutely disappeared out of the zone like it was a magic trick. Pretty good movement there. 2 outs, bottom of the third. And Agustin Ramirez comes on up, and he stares at the sinker at 96 that catches the knees for strike 1. The ball's 1 strike. Yellow batting gloves for Ramirez, and the 0-1 is way up high for a ball. Painter gets the signs and fires. That is down in the dirt for a ball. And also outside as well. Painter still in the jam, trying to get out of it. The 2-1 is bounced foul towards the right side, past Bryce Harper. And it'll be a souvenir. Oh. On that foul ball that was hit by Ramirez, the first base foul ball boy just gave it to, or just handed it off over to a family that was right there. And they had a son, it looked like, that was in a chair, fully handicapped. Just gave it right over to him. 2-2 pitch. Popped foul and out of play. I talked about it yesterday, but somebody did that for Mitchell. That was really cool. Two balls, 2 strikes. Painter kicks, fires, and it's way outside for ball 3. A hockey stick is absolutely incredible. A bat is incredible too, but I just have to say, like, a baseball, such an incredible souvenir. 3-2 pitch, and that is up high for ball 4. And so Andrew Painter allows a walk, and Ramirez walks in a run as Stowers scores, and that makes it a 2-1 ball game. And Caleb Cotham is going to go out there to try to calm Andrew Painter down. You know, I was fine with him going outside on the previous pitch. I thought that he had a pitch to play with there, and I didn't think that that was a bad idea to try to get Ramirez to chase that. But the next pitch that he threw, it looked like that he was going to try to go with a high fastball there and try to get it right over to the eye level. But it ended up missing up high, and I don't think Ramirez would have. Obviously, he didn't want to swing at that, but I think if it was a little bit more down, maybe he would have. Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad, chat. There it is. There it is. Connor Norby is up at the plate. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Marlins just scored a run. And the pitch. And that's a foul ball. Sorry, I'm handling a lot of different things at once. Danny, what's up, Danny? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Walker's also here. What's up, Walker? How you guys doing? Fist pumps to the both of you. The ball is 1 strike to Connor Norby. And here's the 0-1. And the sweeper misses outside for a ball. So far, the Marlins today have a total of 6 hits. Phillies have won. Marlins lead at 1-0. The 1-1 delivery to Norby. And that misses outside for ball 2. Andrew Painter on the bump just to catch you guys up. JT Realmuto is back for the Phillies. They sent down Dylan Moore. However, Brandon Marsh got hurt in last night's game. He's dealing with an elbow injury. And Justin Crawford was a late scratch today. He had a migraine. The 2-1 pitch. And that misses a little bit outside for ball 3. So once again, Painter behind in the count. So the outfield looks a little bit funny because of that. So in left field, it's Garrett Stubbs. In center field, it's Adolis Garcia. And then right, it's Felix Reyes. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that misses down for ball 4. 2 walks allowed in a row with the bases loaded. And coming on in now is Lopez. And it's now a 2-0 ball game as Connor Norby gets an RBI walk as well. 56 pitches for Andrew Painter. He just has not looked sharp. Graham Pauley comes on up, and the next pitch misses way inside badly for ball 1. Graham fouled out his last time up. Painter says, come here. He says, come here. Something just doesn't feel right to Andrew Painter, and he wants to try to talk to JT. JT has his hand behind his back. Want to know is the count. Andrew Painter's strike to ball difference. He has 34 strikes that he's thrown, 23 balls in this game so far. 1-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. The Marlins this afternoon are 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Last night, the Marlins themselves were 4 for 8 with runners in scoring position. The 2-0 delivery, that's a called strike on the outside edge. This is a 4-game series between the Phillies and the Marlins. That's right, the series wraps up on Monday. 2-1 pitch, line drive, hit out over to right field, and Reyes is there, makes the catch. That was hard contact. Thank goodness Reyes was right there, and Andrew Painter is going to go back over to the dugout, and the Phillies have some work to do. They got to climb out of the hole that they're in. Turner, Schwarber, and Harper will come on up as the Marlins send 8 men up to the plate. Okay. Want to make sure that I get this up and going. Where is it? All right. We haven't done this over the last couple of days, but we're going to do it now. It's time for On This Day in Phillies history. Today is May 2nd. It's been a little bit of time since we've done this. So what has happened on this day in Phillies history? Well, a lot of things have actually happened on this day. I don't know if you guys remember a man named Dylan Cousins. If you're a diehard Phillies fan, Dylan Cousins was a high prospect that the Phillies had, and he never panned out, never came to the majors. But Dylan Cousins hit 3 homers at Lehigh Valley. That was the first 3-homer game in Iron Pigs history. Cousins drove in half of the team's runs in what was an 8-6 game. That was on this day on May 2nd of 2018. In 2007 on this day, the Phillies lost to the Atlanta Braves 4-3. But it would have been worse if Shane Victorino didn't cut down Jared Saltalamacchia at the plate. Jared debuted in the game as the player with the longest name in Major League history. Jared Saltalamacchia, shout out to him. Played with the Red Sox too. I think he won a World Series with them. Somebody fact check me on that. 1 ball, no strikes. Trey Turner is up to bat against Max Meyer. And the 1-0 is inside for ball 2. On this day, Schmidt also hit his 548th and final home run versus Houston's Jim Deshaies. But the Phillies lost the game by a score of 12-4. Next pitch, that's going to be taken for a called strike. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 delivery. Foul ball. I got him to sign his bobblehead, Cousins. Really? Two balls, 2 strikes. That's to Trey Turner. And the 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Something else that was really interesting was that catcher Tim McCarver in 1970 on this day left the game in San Francisco after breaking his hand on a foul tip. And it gets more interesting. I'll tell you after this. 2-2 pitch. This is grounded over towards third, and the throw from Paulie over to first is in plenty of time for out number 1. So Tim McCarver left the game in San Fran. He broke his hand on a foul tip. 3 batters later, his replacement, Mike Ryan, left the game when he breaks his hand after being spiked on a play at the plate. And the guy that finished the game was Jim Hutto. Anybody remember Jim Hutto? Pitch. And that's going to be taken for a strike. I thought my 4-year-old cousin would be batting. It would be a serious improvement. The 0-1, that's down for a ball. His gobblehead. Is that what they call it? Gobblehead? 1 ball, 1 strike. Schwarber is in the box. Meyer kicks. Meyer deals. Foul ball. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well, folks. Make sure that you guys continue to do that. We have a doubleheader tonight, a Phillies doubleheader. We got 301 people here in the chat so far. 102 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Let's keep that going. The 1-2, the schwarber, and that misses down and in for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. And there's a swing and a miss. And for the 7th straight at-bat in a row, Kyle Schwarber has struck out. 7 straight times. And here comes Bryce Harper. And that's a foul ball. Jeremiah Estrada holds the modern MLB record for the most consecutive strikeouts. Guess how many times he struck out? The pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. Kyle Schwarber has now struck out 7 times in a row. The longest streak is from, in the modern era, is from Jeremiah Estrada. Guess how many times he has struck out, or he struck out in a row. The ball is 2 strikes. Harper in the box. 15. That's actually really close. Really close. 0-2. And that's another swing and a miss, and Harper is down on strikes. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 ball game. 14. That's also close. Max, what's up, Max? How you doing, my friend? Appreciate you, my guy. Let me take a minute to look at this. Not 12. You guys are close. 15, 14, 12. Max said 23. Nope. Philly, Iowa Central. JJ, if you can you read my post? You might find it interesting. Dylan Cousins now plays in the NHL with the Ottawa Senators. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's a different Dylan Cousins, though, right? That's a different Dylan Cousins. But he spells it the same way. Get rid of the 3D. It sucks. Well, you can have an opinion on it. That's fine. I appreciate your opinion. I value it. But I'm going to keep it with all due respect. That's funny. So the answer, chat, is 13. Kyle Schwarber has struck out 7 times in a row. Jeremiah Estrada holds the modern MLB record for the most consecutive strikeouts. Struck out 13 consecutive. Actually, wait, that's a lie. We're talking about pitchers. What's the longest strikeout streak in MLB history for a hitter? I wasn't even paying attention. The longest consecutive streak is 9. That was set by Mark Reynolds for the Diamondbacks. The record is often referred to as a strikeout streak, of course, right? but Mark Reynolds has the most modern record. 0-2. That's taken for a ball. You would have thought Adam Dunn had the record. Mark Reynolds did strike out a lot. He did strike out a lot. 1-2. That's down for ball 2. That's actually the first person I ever heard that complained about the 3D. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the 2-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. And Ruiz is down on strikes, and Painter gets his 4th strikeout of the game. But 13 batters in a row for a pitcher striking out a batter, that's also pretty impressive. One out, bottom of the 4th. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Oh, 1. It's going to be taken for strike 2. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. Folks, also, by the way, please go subscribe to Max Coverage TV. My guy is the man. He covers the Yankees. I know that the Rockets season is over, too, but he does do an excellent job covering the NBA. Did a lot of Rockets games this year, but he's still going to be doing NBA playoffs. And that's my guy. Shout out to my guy. Love you so much, buddy. 0-2 is the count, and Painter fires. And the pitch is up high for a ball. Chris Davis, yeah, he was a big strike. He was another guy that struck out a lot. Same thing with Howard. 1-2 pitch, and this is going to be popped up out over towards shallow right field. Stott gets under it, makes the grab, and there's 2 away. So, Chad, our cutoff time for this Phillies game is 7:20. If it goes beyond 7:20, that's it, because we got the Sixers on at 7:30, and this Game 7 for the Philadelphia 76ers. If they lose, they go home. If they win, they move on to the next round. And they play the Knicks. The pitch. That's going to be fouled away. And we got Canes and Flyers tonight, too. That's Game 1 of the second round for the Flyers. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. And that's a foul ball. Painter will get set above the letters this time. And he kicks, he fires, and the pitch is down for a ball. On YouTube, we have raised over $2,500 for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation, and we have gotten in total over $4,000. We are less than $1,000 away from SpongeBob. We're raising money for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. We did a 48-hour live stream that ended yesterday morning. We were on for 48 straight hours, and everything else that we're doing this weekend is going to continue to go to the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. You should be getting no ads throughout the rest of the weekend. Not taking any ad revenue, nothing like that. I don't want to do that. I just want to make sure that I mention that because I feel like that's a really important thing. I really don't want you guys to have any ads, and if you do, during the middle of stream, please let me know because that's not me. It shouldn't be me. 2-2 pitch. And this is going to be fouled over towards the left side and out of play. Two balls, two strikes. The 2-2 pitch, here it comes, and that is called a ball. JT doesn't want to tap the mask. That should have been called strike 3. It was a good pitch. Adam, what's up, Adam? How you doing? Fist pump to Adam. Shout out to you. He's at a Nationals Brewers game, and he had to come on here. Appreciate you, man. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him the strikeout anyways. Another chair for Painter. Nice. So Stowers is down on strikes, and we are going to go to the 5th inning. It's a 2-0 Brewers lead. Painter gave up 2 walks with the bases loaded. And the Marlins have a 2-0 advantage. In 1933 on this day, according to broadandpattison.com, in honor of the team's 50th anniversary, the Phillies' 50th anniversary, the Phillies held a short old-timers game before their scheduled meeting against Pittsburgh. Former major leaguers participating included Chief Bender, Hans Lobert, Honus Wagner. Honus Wagner was there? Cool. Johnny Evers, and Red Doohan. What a crew that was. Johnny Evers. Let's look up Johnny Evers. Johnny, he passed away in 1947. How old was he? He was 65. 3-time world champion. He won the NL MVP in 1914. He was only on the Phillies, though, for half a year. He was big on the Boston Braves and also on the Chicago Orphans and the Cubs. He actually did end up winning 3 World Series with the Cubs, 1 in 07, 1 in 08, and 1 in 1900s. And got inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1946. And Red Doohan. I never heard of Red Doohan. Red did play for the Phillies from 1902 to 1914. He was also a manager while he played with the Phillies from 1910 to 1914. 1 ball, no strikes as we start off the top of the 5th. And there's a sweeper that is in the zone for a called strike. That's to Adolis Garcia. One pitch, swing and a miss. So he was actually, that's really interesting. He was a Phillies player who also managed the team for 4 years while he was playing. And then in 1915, he was a player for the Reds. And then he was with the New York Giants from 1915 to 1916. Interesting. Always learn something new about this sport. Excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 on the way. Foul ball over towards the right side. 08-09 era Cubs is possibly the greatest dynasty in MLB history. Yeah. Two balls and 2 strikes in the 2-2 pitch. A bouncing ball hit over to first. And the first baseman, Norby, has it, and he'll just take it to the bag The Phillies today only have one hit, and the only guy that hit for them was Garrett Stubbs so far. Now it's Bryson Stott's turn. The pitch. And this is going to be popped up out over towards shallow right center field. And Marcy gets under it, and he will make the grab. And there's the second out of the inning. It's Alec Boehm's turn to come on up to the plate. And Boehm takes the first pitch way inside for ball one. What was the most bizarre thing you've ever seen in baseball? Like the craziest play, the most bizarre thing that you've ever seen, ever. 1 ball, 1 strike. It could be not even at a major league game. It could be at like a little league game or whatever. What's like the craziest thing that you ever saw at a baseball game? 1-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. In person, on TV, it doesn't matter. Here's the 2-1. That misses outside for ball 3. One of the craziest things I ever saw was when those bugs were on Joba Chamberlain. Anybody know what I'm talking about? 3-1 pitch, and that's inside for ball 4. And Boehm gets on with a 2-out walk. That is actually the first Phillies base runner that they've had since the 3rd inning. The Midges. The Midges. 2 outs, top of the 5th. And JT Realmuto is going to come on up to the plate. The pitch. That's down for a ball. Bo Jackson, Spider-Man walk line. That was a good one. Eric Bruntlett with the unassisted triple play to end the game against the Mets. That was a good one. Parents fighting at my kid's baseball game. Like an actual fist fight? Like was there a brawl? 1-0 pitch, and that's to JT, and that's on the outside edge. JJ Randall Grichuk available. Should we take a flyer and option Reyes? I don't. That's a good question. I don't know. I like Reyes, but I think Grichuk gives you veteran leadership. I think that he gives you still some power. He's not like what he used to be. He's not really an everyday player anymore, but he can still play defense at a high level. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the toss back over to first. That's not in time. That's not a bad take, though. I might do that. Why not? Killed a pigeon. Yes, with a pitch to Randy Johnson. That was another wild one, too. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, foul ball. Josh Beckett throwing a no-hitter against us. I remember that, too. That was bizarre. That was insane. That was when he was on the Dodgers, correct? Two balls, 2 strikes to JT, and the next pitch, here it comes, swing and a miss. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 2-0 ball game. The Marlins are going to come back on up. He was with the Dodgers. I was right. Yeah, I remember that. I forgot. I wonder if that was because Valdez threw the no-hitter against us in the World Series. Was that the last time I ever saw the Phillies get no-no'd before Valdez? I guess so. The Phillies special was crazy. Different sport, but absolutely. That was wild. That was a pretty interesting thing. Michael Harris triple play against the Red Sox. I'll have to go look at that. I'll have to look at that. Shane Vittorino, I remember there was a game where the Phillies played against the Cubs and somebody threw a beer at Shane Vittorino onto the field. That was pretty wild. Remember when Wilson Valdez threw a perfect inning in the 17th inning? Yep, I was in 7th grade. Oh my gosh. So my math teacher, here's a little story. My math teacher was the baseball coach. My math teacher at that time did not have a lot of patience. Didn't have a lot of patience. He was a very tough, like, old school, like, hard-nosed teacher. But the next day, like, when we came on in for math class, he, like, couldn't stop talking about it, which was really funny to me. He couldn't stop talking about it. And, this is a guy who's always on point, like, always knows, like, what he has to do and get everybody ready for class, all that type of stuff. But for, like, 20 minutes, he was talking about it. And it was really funny to me. We did have a test that day. That part was not fun. But he made light of it, and then we had to sort of rush to take our test. But we did it. The ball's 2 strikes, by the way, bottom of the 5th. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. And Painter does get another strikeout. That's his 6th strikeout of the game. There's a nice pitch there. But yeah, Valdez with pitching in the 17th inning. That was cool. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Xavier Edwards comes on up. And the pitch is taken outside for a ball. So it's a 2-0 Marlins game, by the way. Painter does have 82 pitches. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0, and that's going to be in there for a strike. We are 130 subscribers away from getting to 10,000 subscribers. And also, if you have not hit the thumbs up button, please make sure that you guys do that. I would really appreciate that. 1-1 pitch, and there's a high fly ball hit out to deep right field. That ball is gone. Xavier Edwards leaves the ballpark, gets his 2nd home run of the season, and that makes it 3-0 Marlins. Damn. Got a trivia question for me. Oh, boy. I don't do trivia till the 7th inning. What was the name of the Phillies position player who had pitched a perfect inning and hit a homer in the same game? I think it was 2016 through 2019 seasons. Was it Vince Velasquez? I'm going to go Vince Velasquez there. Pitched a perfect inning and hit a homer. I'm going to say Vinny V. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 5th. Liam Hicks is up to bat. And the pitch is down for ball 2. Is it Vince Velasquez? 2-0 pitch. No, Pedro Floreman. Oh, my gosh, I forgot about that. He had a home run? I don't remember that. I didn't know that. 3 balls, no strikes. Oh, a position player. I misspoke there. But I thought Vince Velasquez also had a perfect or an immaculate inning. No, it was Cole Hamels. He had the immaculate inning. Jeff, what's up, Jeff? How you doing? 3 balls, 1 strike, and the 3-1 pitch. This is grounded over to first. Ivan stopped by Harper. He gets up, flips it over to Painter. There's out number 2. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Folks, we go on for Phillies baseball. We do Sixers basketball and Eagles football as well. And we also do a lot of other baseball games on here, too. We did a 48-hour live stream in honor of my brother Mitchell, who passed away from familial dysautonomia back in 2020. We've raised over $4,000 for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. If you guys want to donate, you're obviously more than welcome to. Please spread the word. Please spread the love. We did it for 48 hours, and we're continuing to obviously allow people to donate up until Sunday. The balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. If we get $1,000 more, we do SpongeBob Voices for an hour on stream. The balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. And the 0-2, and that's down for a ball. It's so hard to engage with this team in any way. I'm fed up with them losing against every trash team in the league, says Sergio. I hear you, man. I hear you. Painter will get set right at the letters. He kicks, he fires, and the pitch is outside for ball 2. Tyler, once again, thank you so much for the sub. Gina, thank you so much for the sub as well. 30 more until we get to 9,900 subscribers. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. That was close. I thought he did. Ramirez is going to call for time as the count is full. Painter has 94 pitches. So I assume this will be his last inning. 3-2 pitch, another foul ball. Phillies need some runs. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, here it comes, and that's a little bit down for ball 4. Andrew Painter in this ball game has allowed 3 walks in 4 2/3. The pitch. That's on the outside edge for strike 1. Phillies just have 1 hit today. 1 hit, that's all. Max Meyer has been pitching very well for the Marlins. The pitch. Foul ball. I've been noticing that Painter does a good job of getting the 2 strikes, but he just can't get that 3rd strike. That's been a problem, or a theme, I should say, that I've seen every time he pitches over these last 3 to 4 games. The 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he does get a strikeout there. And we're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. 3-0 Miami. Drop another chair in the chat. Okay. So let me go to my monologue screen for a second. So, those of you who are new to my channel are probably wondering, who is Mitchell? Who is Mitchell? Mitchell was my older brother. I had an older brother. His name was Mitchell. And he had familial dysautonomia. Familial dysautonomia is a rare genetic disease, most commonly from Ashkenazi Jewish descent. And he had familial dysautonomia, and he passed away in 2020. He had a very severe case of familial dysautonomia. He couldn't eat by mouth. He was totally tube-fed. He also had very high and very low blood pressure to the point where he needed oxygen. He could not walk short distances, and he needed a lot of medical attention. And so far, we've raised over $4,000 to the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation, and we are going to continue to try to raise more and more money for that and just continue to raise awareness. But he meant so much to me. And for those of you who did donate, I really want you guys to email me. I do, because I want to thank you guys. YouTube does not give out an email list, at least from what I know. So I want to make sure that I email everybody that has donated, or at least try to. So if you did donate, please make sure that you email me. My email is jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. This really means so much to me. This is our first charity stream that we've done this year. We streamed for 48 hours. On stream, we did over 1,000 jumping jacks. We did all baseball games that occurred on Wednesday and Thursday. And we did 5 jumping jacks per run. We did 10 squats per homer. We did 3 squats per grand slam. And we also did 30 leg kicks per 30 runs. And for every 50 runs, we did 50 punches. We also did Disney trivia when we got to $1,000. Mitchell really loved Disney. And we also did a Batman voice, and we got to call Justin Crawford a walk-off single in a Batman voice when we got to $2,500. If we get to 5,000, we do SpongeBob Voices all the way for an hour. 2 balls, no strikes, and the 2-0 pitch is grounded over towards first. It's played on the bounce, and Norby takes it to the bag, and Garrett Stubbs is retired. We also got to show our incredible documentary that we made on Mitchell. I did a documentary. I did it for my TV media class when I was in high school, and I really wanted the nurses that came on over to the house, I wanted them to be able to have something that they could see for when Mitchell was not in the house. I wanted them to be able to see him walk, like up the stairs, walk out of the car. I wanted them to see how he interacted with people and all that type of stuff. And so I'm really proud that I did that. It's one of the most proudest moments I would say I've had. And we also got to play an interview that we did with Laney, who is the president of the foundation. We played that 3 times during our 48 hours of streaming and called a lot of baseball games. No balls, 2 strikes. This is Felix Reyes who's up to bat. Max Meyer on the bump. Meyer kicks. Meyer fires. And the pitch is outside and low for ball 1. And JJ lost 3 dress sizes. It was all worth it, man. 1,085 jumping jacks. Plus, we also did 106 jumping jacks for the total amount of points for the Sixers. Because we got a $100 donation. I was like, if we get a $100 donation, we'll do the jumping jacks for the Sixers. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. And this is going to be flied out over towards shallow right center field. And it'll be caught for out number 2. 2 gone, top of the 6th, and it's Trey Turner's turn to come on up to the plate, and he swings and misses at the fastball at 96 miles per hour. Trey is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. The really cool thing was that Grassi and Tree also came on, and they donated too. And it was such an awesome thing to see them. And Caleb also came on, and he donated as well. Shout out to Caleb, man. The pitch is going to be flied out over towards shallow right field, and the catch is made. And if you don't know Tom Grassi, if you don't know Urinating Tree, go check out their content. Urinating Tree does a lot of football and hockey content, and he's awesome. He's been on YouTube for a very long time. And Tom Grassi, just an incredible person. They both really are. It was such a cool moment. Jason Tatum is out for Game 7. Wow. Jason Tatum is not playing tonight. That is insane. Wow. That's unbelievable. Wow. So the Celtics just ruled Jason Tatum out for Game 7 tonight. Do we think that the 76ers should win now? Or do you think that they should have... Yeah, give me your thoughts about that. Bottom of the 6th. And here we go. First pitch, swing and a miss. Tanner Banks on the bump. And it's no balls and 1 strike. 3-0 Marlins. And the 0-1 is up high and outside for a ball. 76ers have a chance to win this evening. Then it'll be awesome to enjoy this, says Jeff. Well, Jason Tatum not playing definitely increases their chances, you would have to think, right? 1 ball, 2 strikes, bottom of the 6th. Jacob says, I still think Boston will win. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and Banks does get the strikeout to start off the 6th. So there's 1 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons. We got 280 people watching. 302 people are watching. And the last time I checked, I believe that we got to 108 likes. Keep hitting that thumbs up button. The pitch is lined over to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Stubbs is going to make the throw to second base. The throw is not in time, and Ruiz dives in there safely. We're at 140 likes. Let's keep going. Let's get to 2-0. Let's go. Oh, man. All right, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Phillies down 3-0. Ruiz ends up getting on by smacking a double down that left field side. And it's Jacob Marcy's turn to come on up to the plate. Marcy is 0 for 3. Banks gets set and fires, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. Is Embiid playing? Yes. Like number 147. D is here. What's up, D? How you doing? 0-1 pitch. And that is down for a ball. Rhino, Rhino, Rhino. The 1-1 pitch, here it comes, and that is just a bit outside for ball two. Folks, if you love football, if you love hockey, and if you like watching playoff basketball, go subscribe to Rising Rhino and join the Rhino Nation. Comment your link down below, or else one of my mods will. The 2-1 pitch, and that is taken a little bit high for ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike. Mods drop Rising Rhino's link down below. If he doesn't do it, if he fails to comply, drop it. The 3-1 pitch, here it comes. Foul ball. Over towards the left side and out of play. JJ, ready for some Giants baseball. How you doing, man? You got your rest? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm ready for tonight. We got Flyers and we got Sixers. Three balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. The cutoff time, once again, for this stream is 7:20. So if this game is not done at 7:20, we're going on to the very next stream. You stay on here. You don't even have to move. And if you have autoplay on your YouTube mobile settings, you should be able to get a redirect to the very next stream. 3-2. Foul ball. I don't see this going past 7:20, but it could. You never know. Rising Rhino posted a poll. Oh, that was 7 hours ago. I just got the notification. 3-2 pitch, and that's taken down for ball 4. And there is 2 runners on with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Love this stream. Thanks, JJ. You're awesome. I got you. I got you, Megan. Shout out to Megan. Let's go fist pump to Megan. Yes, sir. It's good to see you on here, Meg. Very, very good to see you on here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel as well. We got the Sixers later, and of course, we got more baseball coming on up tomorrow. We do a lot of baseball. We do the Phillies, we do the Sixers, and we do the Eagles. We did 23 World Baseball Classic games. We did at least 15 March Madness games, I want to say. Or sorry, not 15, at least 10 March Madness games. And we've done a lot of baseball games that haven't even been Phillies games. The balls, 1 strike. 2 runners on. Banks in a jam. The toss back over to second, and the throw is not in time. We are 28 subscribers away from getting to 9,900 subscribers. Let's go! Let's try to get to 9,900 by the end of tonight. Let's try to get to 9,900 by the end of tonight. If you have not subscribed to the channel, it is free. The 0-1 pitch, and this is going to be chopped towards the right side. Second baseman Stott has it, flips it with the glove to first. Got him! He's out! And there's out number 2. A little shovel pass from the glove and a flick from Bryson Stott over to first base, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Excellent play. And he does that a lot of the time and just makes it look so easy. He gets that into his bare hand. The runner's safe. I'd like to practice that. And like, if I ever meet him, I'd like him to show me like how he does that, because that's like a really cool thing. He does it so well. The pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. I always am like so amazed how he does that. 0-1 pitch, high bouncer, hit over towards the shortstop Turner. He bare hands it, and he's just going to have to eat it up. And that's an RBI infield single as Ruiz will cross home plate and make it a 4-0 Marlins lead. Sometimes you just make contact with the baseball, you put the ball in play, and good things happen. Turner would not have had a throw over to first, so he did the right thing by eating it up. Four nothing ball game. Xavier Edwards comes on up to the plate right now. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a solo home run. Keep those likes a coming and keep those subs coming as well. 28 more. The pitch. Foul ball. The Pirates set the record with 7 consecutive walks. And then Nick Kurtz has the longest walk streak. But he's on the A's. No balls, 1 strike. Banks gets set at the letters and delivers the pitch. It's up high for a ball. Xavier is 2 for 3 today. He doubled, or singled, I should say, in the 3rd, and also homered in the 5th. Banks fires, and it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Tanner with a 6.35 earned run average. Comes set again. And fires. And this is grounded over to short. Picked up by Turner. The throw, the second is in time. And we're going to go to the 7th inning. 4-0 Marlins. That is the score. All right, chat. Time to give some shout-outs. If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Turn on the bell icons. And it's time to give people a shout out. Let's go. Let me know where you're tapping on in from. Where are you? And what are you doing on here tonight? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to give you guys some shout outs, and I want to see people respond in the chat with where they're tapping on in from as well. We are 28 subscribers away from getting to 9,900 subscribers. Let's go. We got 159 likes. Spike the thumbs up button. Spike it. Let's go. We got the Bay Area in the chat. Let's go, D. Shout out to my guy, fist pump to Dilated Entertainment. We got Hawaii in the chat, Pahoa. Hawaii, let's go, John. My guy, John. Hamilton City, California, Chua, my man. 2 people from Cali, 1 person from Hawaii. We got a person from Florida. We got Eaton Corp. What's up, Eagle Deeds? How you doing? What's up, my guy? The Fightins have 1 hit through 6th. Ephrata Hospital, Ephrata, PA. I hope I said that correctly. Watching the 76ers beat the Boston Celtics tonight. From the state of Illinois, just subscribe to Make Enjoy Everything, says Jeff. Jeff, what's going on, my guy? Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Thank you very, very much. The Schwarberian is going to come on up to the plate. No balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. If you did subscribe to the channel, let me know down below. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Kyle Schwarber has struck out 7 straight times in a row. The 0-2 pitch to Schwarber. He holds up there. Nope, he did not. Wow, they say that he went around over at third. I don't agree with that. That's 8 strikeouts in a row for Kyle Schwarber. So Schwarber has struck out all 8 times in this series. He needs one more to tie the modern record, which was set by Mark Reynolds. We talked about it before. Reynolds did it 9 times in a row. And Bryce Harper comes on up, and he swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. That's insane. Renee, thank you so much. Appreciate you. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that is to Bryce Harper. 1 out, top of the 7th. And the 1-1 to Bryce, and that's going to be in there for strike 2. Bryce Harper homers. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Meyer kicks. Meyer fires. And it's down for ball 2. We are now 25 subscribers away from 9,900 subscribers on YouTube. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the 2-2 to Bryce. And he's going to ground this one over to second. Backhanded by Edwards. Picks it up. Throws it over to first. And there's out number 2. The Phillies just have 1 hit today. That's it. Just 1 hit. Bryce Harper is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. He just grounded out over to second. Kyle Schwarber is 0 for 3 with another hat trick of strikeouts. And Trey Turner is also 0 for 3 as well. Here comes Garcia to the plate. And Garcia takes a slider that's down and in for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Meyer gets set at the belt. And the 1-0 pitch to Garcia. Foul ball. Trevor Richards is warming up in the pen. No postgame show today, guys. And that's because we got a Game 7 to call. The 1-1 pitch to Garcia, and he stares at the fastball down the middle for strike 2, and it's a 1-2 count. Took it right all the way. Max Meyer struck out 5 batters in his last game, only allowed 4 hits, 1 run. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center. This is going to be caught by Marcy, and there is out number 3, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, bottom of the 7th coming on up. Phillies are down 4-0. Okay, I'm going to ask you a Philadelphia Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Okay, I'm thinking of a player that wore the number 29 for the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm thinking of a player. Who is the one that I'm thinking of? This person wore number 29 for the Philadelphia Phillies. That's all I'm going to say for now. I'm thinking of a player who wore the number 29 on the Philadelphia Phillies. The River Ibanez. Number 29. That is correct. Raul Ibanez wore number 29 during his tenure with the Philadelphia Phillies from 2009 to 2011. Congratulations to everybody that got it. Let's go, Joe. And also, who else? Phillies Highlight Central, you guys got it. Guys got it on the first try. That's good. Love it. Liam Hicks is going to come on up to the plate for the Marlins. Hicks is 1 for 3 with a single back in the second. I was not thinking of John Crow. The pitch is taken for a ball. You mean John Kruk? Kruk also did wear number 29. That would have been a good guess. He did. He did wear number 29. That was not the person that I was thinking of, though, but that was a really good one. I will give it to you, though. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch is taken for a strike. Three-one pitch, and that is taken outside for a ball. And Richards is going to walk him. That's how we start off the bottom of the 7th. For 0 Marlins. Agustin Ramirez is going to come on up to the plate. And on the first pitch, he looks at the four-seamer that's in the strike zone. And it's an 0-1 count. Oh, 1 delivery. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Richards comes set and fires. Strike 3 called, and Ramirez is down on strikes. Trevor is 32 years old. Was actually on the Marlins. Played with the Rays as well, the Brewers, the Jays, the Twins, the Royals, and the Diamondbacks. So he's been around the block. 1 ball, no strikes. Connor Norby is up at the plate right now. And here's the 1-0 to Norby. Foul ball. We'll get you some other scores around Major League Baseball in just a few moments. Right now, if we take a look at the NL East standings, the Marlins are 7.5 games behind the Braves. The 1-1 pitch. That's down and low for ball 2. The Phillies are 2 games in back of Miami. So Atlanta is up 7.5 games against the Marlins, 8 games above the Nationals. And here's the 2-1 on the way. Fly ball hit out over to deep right field. That's going to bounce off the warning track, hit off the top of the wall. A run is going to come on home. Here's the relay by Stott. He is out at the plate. Got him! 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. McCullough says hold it up for a second. And we'll see if they decide to challenge the Marlins. Bryson Stott, though, with a great relay to the plate. Reyes threw it on in, and Stott fired a strike to home. Excellent play off the wall, too, by Reyes. Got it on in to Stott, and that thing was drilled to the plate. And what a swipe as well by JT, too. The throw was actually a little bit high. JT had to catch it. He had to jump and catch it and swipe, and just swipe him out. Now, the manager is going to challenge this. I'm wondering if they're going to ask to see if he was blocking the play. That was a really good effort, though. I think JT did this great, really. He jumps, makes the catch, and then you see him land, right? And he's out. He's clearly out. What a play by JT. And I don't think he blocks the plate at all. I was so wrong about them not bringing back JT. I will gladly eat those words. Gladly. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. So the call was that he was out at the plate. Norby is still at second. The umpires still have the earpieces on, and they're talking things over with Secaucus, New Jersey. D-Mac thinks he's out. So does Ruben Amaro as well. I think he's out. He still had a path to get to the plate. No violation of blocking the plate rule, and the runner is out at the plate. JT Realmuto. Drop the JTs in the chat. What a play. And Statu got the throw in time. He had to hurry, and he did. That's unbelievable. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. And Javier Sanoja is up to bat. And here is Javier, and the pitch is going to be popped up out over towards the third base side. Bohm says, I got it, and he will get under it to make the catch. And we're going to go to the 8th inning. It's a 4-0 Marlins lead. Phillies have just 1 hit. Can they change the narrative and try to get back into this game in this 8th inning? They're down 4-0 to the Marlins. All right, so other scores around Major League Baseball as we take a look around the league. Folks, once again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. The Brewers lead at 3-1. That game is in the top of the 8th inning right now as Milwaukee leads it by 2 against the Nationals. The Astros are up by 5 runs against the Boston Red Sox, and Boston is down by 5. The Astros have 2 runners in scoring position right now in the 7th inning. The Giants and the Rays are currently underway right now, too. And then other games that are going on. The Pirates have put up 15 runs today against the Cincinnati Reds. They are scorching them 15-4. The Guardians have a 9-5 lead in the bottom of the 7th against the Athletics. Heron is now in there to face Nick Kurtz. And Kurtz has to, this might be his final at-bat, so I wonder if he's going to keep his walk streak alive. The Yankees, they did beat the Orioles today by a score of 9-4. The Cubs shut out the Diamondbacks 2-0. Shota was phenomenal in that game. Shota pitched very, very well. And other final scores as well. Are there any other ones? Yes, the Blue Jays won 11-4 against Minnesota, and they beat the Twins by 7. Dylan Cease got his second win of the season. Later tonight, we got White Sox and Padres at 8:40. We got Royals and Mariners at 9:40. And we got Dodgers, Cardinals at 7:15. Rangers and Tigers at 7:15. Braves and Rockies at 8:10. And Mets and Angels at 9:38. Here is Stott. Bryson Stott is going to come on up to the plate. And he takes a called strike to Anthony Bender. CeeLo with a redirect. Thank you so much, my friend. The ball's 1 strike, and here's the 0-1. Foul ball. Folks, if you are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. We did a 48-hour live stream this week, and that ended yesterday morning. And we've raised so far over $4,000 for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. We started this fundraiser. We did it in honor of my brother. My older brother Mitchell passed away, and he had familial dysautonomia, and he passed away in 2020. And I wanted to really try to honor him as we get close to the 10,000 subscriber marker. And so all of our all throughout the rest of the weekend, no ads, nothing like that when you're tuning on into these streams, and every dollar that's donated is going to a really, really good cause. Please make sure that you spread the word and just tell people to come on here. For those of you that have donated, I need you guys to email me. I want to make sure that you guys email me and send me an email and let me know that you donated. Then my email is jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott, and the 2-2, another foul ball. I'm going to drop my email again so that way you guys can see it and just copy and paste it. We are 22 subscribers away from getting to 9,900. We are 122 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. The 2-2 pitch to Stott. Foul ball. You better beat Boston today, Miami Marlin fan, says Rosen. We're calling that game after this. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. The 2-2 pitch, here it comes. And that's chopped foul towards the right side. Once again, guys, go subscribe to On The Go with CeeLo. He does a lot of really cool content on here. The 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be a called strike 3, and Stott is down looking on strikes. There we go. Tino Inc., thank you so much for the sub. Renee, thank you so much for the sub. If you did sub to the channel, and if I did not shout out your name, shout it out down below. The pitch to Bohm. Grounded foul towards the right side. Phillies only have 1 hit today, and that was on a single back in the 3rd inning by Stubbs. The balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. And here's the 0-1 to Bohm. Foul ball over towards the right side. 175th like. Let's go, baby. Keep hitting the thumbs up button. Nothing in 2 to Bohm. And the 0-2 pitch, another called ball. Wow. That would have been, that should have been a strike 3. But they are challenging Miami. And ABS says that that is a strike. And once again, another strikeout for the Marlins pitching staff today. So Bohm goes down looking. JT is up to bat right now. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Two outs, top of the 8th. The pitch to JT, and he takes a look at strike one. CeeLo covers NASCAR. He also does a lot of racing content on his channel, and he does the Atlanta Braves. He does the Tennessee Volunteers as well. You should really go check him out. He does great stuff, and he's a Nashville Predators fan too. The balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 is the count. And the pitch to JT off the plate for a ball. Four nothing Marlins. Top of the 8th. 22 more subs till we get to 9,900. The 1-2 pitch. And it's another foul ball that goes on out of play. Phillies offense today has been silenced by the Marlins. The 1-2 to JT. A pie for ball 2. Obviously, JT started off his career here in Miami. Loved watching JT as a young player. The 2-2 pitch to realmuto. Foul ball. Do you guys remember what trade was made to get JT? The 2-2 pitch to realmuto, and there's a fly ball. This one's hit out over to deep left field. It's going to go back towards the track, but it's going to be caught right in front of the wall. Just got a little bit under it. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4-0 Marlins. Ruiz, Marcy, and Stowers are going to come on up to the plate. Let's go. Sixto Sanchez. That is correct. And the catcher. Who is the catcher? I forgot his name. That is incorrect. Starts with an A. Alfaro. Jorge Alfaro. That's correct. Good job. Good job. It does. Jorge Alfaro. Crazy. Charlie O'Connor. Phillies just sucking up all the bad vibes today for the good of the other two teams. Shout out to Charlie O'Connor. I love what he does on PHLY for the Flyers. Jorge Alfaro. That's right. 22 more subs. Let's go! If you are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. CeeLo, thank you so much for the redirect. I appreciate you. We've raised over $2,500 for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation over on YouTube, and we've gotten in total over $4,000, which includes the website, which is absolutely awesome. Keep going. Oh No Gun says you should take that hat off. Yeah, that's going to make a big difference. What's going on, my guy? Bottom of the 8th, the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a called strike. So Richards fires the strike, and the count is 0-1. We got the Sixers playing at 7:30. As the 0-1... They tried to appeal to see if he went around. He did not go. And the count is instead 0-2. Nothing in 2 to Ruiz. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And the first out of the inning is recorded. Richards records his second strikeout of the ball game. Okay. Nice. If you guys did donate, please, please, please make sure that you email me. My email is jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. I want to make sure that I write you guys a big thank you note. So please make sure that you guys email me. One and one is the count. And the pitch, down for a ball. Drop a 1 if you're coming back on for the Sixers stream tonight. The 1-1 pitch. It's low for ball 2. Marlins have put up 4 runs today. Andrew Painter did not have his best stuff. He went 5 innings. He allowed 3 earned runs and also gave up 3 walks as well. Three balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 offering. That's outside for ball 4. And there's a 1-out walk. John says -0. John's not much of a basketball guy. But you watched Michael Jordan, though, right? I think you did say that you watched Michael. Were you a Jordan fan? Or did you just watch did you just like watching Michael? Oh my gosh, I can't speak. This is terrible. Chua's coming back. Let's go. Let's go. The balls, 1 strike. Oh no, says I'm from Michigan. I hope that the Tigers win today. What's the score of the Tigers game? What's the score of the Tigers game? Or do they play tonight? That's right. That's right. You grew up in North Carolina. That's right. 0-1 pitch. And this is going to be flied out over to left field. Stubbs gets under it, makes the catch. And the second out of the inning is recorded. Do the Sixers have any former Tar Heels players on their team right now? Two outs in the pitch. Grounded over to short. Turner plays it on a hop. Fires it over to first. And that's in time for out number 3. And so we're going to go to the 9th inning. Phillies are down 4-0 to the Marlins. Cunningham was a Tar Heel. Bobby Jones was a Tar Heel. And that's right, Danny Green was a Tar Heel. Those are the only 3 players. Oh, those are the notable players who were Tar Heels players. Jared McCain was a Tar Heel, though, but he got traded. I miss Jared McCain. I do. I do miss Jared McCain. JJ, what do you think about the Sixers and the Flyers tonight? I think that the Sixers are going to win. I think that the Flyers, I'm going to say that they're going to win tonight, too. I just have a gut feeling that momentum is going to be on their side. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up striking first. And if we got another nice goal, if we get another goal from Cam York, I'm going to be so happy. I really am. But I don't know, somebody like who gets the first goal of the game? Couturier? Michkov? Tippett? That's an interesting question. Let's go. All right, we're going to the 9th inning. 4-0 Fish. What's up, Lydia? Lydia is the one person that will always defend Philadelphia sports, no matter like what it is. Like, I'm not saying that nobody else does that, but like you could literally like be in a room that's full of like 9 to 10 Boston people, and yet like Lydia is still, like gonna defend Philadelphia for, even if they're on like a 12-game losing streak, no matter what the sport is. Lydia has that Philly blood. Shout out to Lydia. No balls, 1 strike, and here's the 0-1. Line drive, and it's caught over at first by Norby. That was a bullet. And there's 1 away in the top of the 9th. So no post-game show after this. Just wanted to make sure that I reiterated that. We'll do like a very quick analysis. That's it. Usually I do a post-game show, but tonight it's Game 7. And, of course, we got playoffs for basketball and for hockey. The pitch is going to be taken a little bit inside, but it'll be challenged by Hicks. It was called a ball. And ABS confirms that it was a ball. 21 more subs. What a pitch. And swing and a miss. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Denver Barkey. Ooh. I'd like to see Barkey get into the net. The next pitch, now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. JJ, another stream, can we keep BW in our thoughts and prayers for his back? What was he complaining about it today? BW's always in my thoughts and my prayers, man. I talk to him so much. He's the man. Shout out to BW. Big shout out to BW. 1-2 pitch. That's down for ball 2. I just talked to him again last night. I was on the phone with him for a while. That's my guy. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Andrew Nardi is on the mound. And he's pitching for the Miami Marlins. Nardi, 27 years old with a 6.55 earned run average. Two and two to Reyes. The pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. And 1 more out to go. Nardi gets the strikeout. And the Phillies are down to their final out. Just 1 hit today. And that came in the 3rd inning on a single by Stubbs. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. We need 21 more subs for us to get to 9,900. Turner, first pitch, popped up, and it's going to be a foul ball behind home plate. Kyle Schwarber is in the on-deck circle. No balls, one strike. Nardi kicks, fires, and Turner's going to fly one out over towards straightaway center. And getting underneath it is Marcy, and he'll make the catch, and the ball game is over. The Philadelphia Phillies get shut out this afternoon by the Miami Marlins. Don Mattingly loses to his former team. And the 4-0 final score out at Lone Depot Park. As the Marlins get their 16th win of the season, they're now 16-17. The Phillies fall to 13-20. And their 4-game winning streak comes to an end. We are now 20 subscribers away from getting to 9,900 subscribers. But let's talk for just a couple of seconds about this game. First and foremost, before you guys do sign off, I want to make sure that I say thank you all so much for tuning on in. Please continue to spread the word. Tomorrow is the last day of our fundraiser that we are doing for the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. Please make sure that you guys continue to spread the word and continue to tell more people about what we are doing. We've raised over $4,000 to the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. You guys are absolutely incredible, and I have nothing but mad love and respect for you guys. I love you all so much. So here are my thoughts about this game. So the Philadelphia Phillies bats were silent today. It was a little bit of a different vibe when Justin Crawford, it was announced that he was not going to be playing because he had a migraine. So that, I thought, really did change things. Not trying to make any sort of excuses, but the bats did not do well. Kyle Schwarber is, after he was just ridiculously good in that Giants game, the second game of a doubleheader, he is struck out all 8 times in this series, and he just looks so lost at the plate, and I can't figure out why. I can't figure out why that is the case. But anyhow, he just continues to strike out, and that's a problem. Max Meyer pitched pretty well. Meyer is a good pitcher, but the Phillies should have gotten a couple of runs against him, and they just were not able to do so. Bryce Harper had a bad day at the plate. Everybody had a bad day overall. I really can't take much positive out of this. The only thing that's a positive that I guess that I could take away from this game is the relay to the plate by Bryson Stott and the jump and swipe from JT. It was good to see JT back out there for the Phillies, but that was like the only thing that I could say was a positive. And other than that, nothing else. You can't get one hit by this Marlins team. I know that you're going to lose baseball games, but they should have put up more of a fight, and it just felt like today that they just were not comfortable at the plate for whatever it was. And it was bothersome. They were chasing again. They were giving away at-bats, were not working up the pitch counts, and every time that Meyer was pitching, he just got ahead into the counts because guys were guessing at bad pitches, and they were not making good decisions at the plates. And that was a big problem, and that's what happened today. Hopefully they do win the series tomorrow. That would be nice. I would like to see them come away with another series win, but we'll see what they're going to be able to do, if they'll be able to do it. Tomorrow afternoon, we will be back on for that Phillies game. The Phillies, actually, yes, tomorrow, because the series does not wrap up tomorrow. It wraps up Monday. So if they could take the lead in the series tomorrow, that would be awesome. Jesus Luzardo is going to face Chris Paddock. I think the Phillies should definitely win that game. Now, they should have won today's game, but I really hope that they can come out tomorrow and win the game for Zeus. That would be a nice bounce-back victory for them. All right, I am going to take this time. I thought that it was going to be a little bit closer to the game or to the Sixers game, but it's not, and I have time, so guess what? We're going to get ready for the next stream, and I'm going to try to grab a little bite while I have a little bit of time. So I love you all very, very much. Before I go, let's see if anybody else, I want to make sure that I see if anybody else donated, if I missed anything. Nope, nothing much else. Okay, good. Love you all very much. Lila Tove, have yourself a great rest of your night. Hit the thumbs up button on the way out and hit that subscribe button as well. We need 8 more likes to get to 200 likes. Let's keep it going. All right. Love you all. Lila Tove, have yourself a great rest of your night. Go Flyers and go Sixers. We'll be back in just under an hour. Bye.